Create what you want. You have the power in you to do more than you can ever begin to imagine, to control your destiny, to make a difference in our children, to make a difference on the planet, to make an impact.
Don't believe the hype. Somebody told you that hard work don't pay off. I'm here to tell you, look around, look around, look around. The law of attraction, baby. Listen to me, if you work for it, if you're willing to put in that sweat, that blood, and those tears, baby, I'm telling you, you can have what you want, be what you want, do what you want. Are you hearing me? So before I get started, I just want you to look around. I just want you to see it, baby, that it is a myth. Listen to me, because some of you like, E.T., I'm putting in work, I don't see it. Keep going till you see it. Don't quit, don't give up. Listen to me, don't give up, don't give in. You hang in there, you hang in there, because if you quit right now, you ain't gonna never see it. You ain't gonna never get it, but if you hold on, baby, everything you dreamed of, everything you envisioned, everything you worked for, it's coming. But you can't quit or give up before you get it.
When you have a goal and dream, think it not strange that you face the fiery furnaces of this world. You will have tribulations, things are gonna happen to you. I was in pursuit of my dream, and all of a sudden, boom, I got hit. A person that I thought I would be with for the rest of my life, I thought was my soulmate. I went through a divorce. I was embarrassed. I was humiliated. How can I teach people how to live their dreams? And I wasn't able to make my marriage work. Nobody can live your dream for you but you. Nobody's gonna take care of your business like you. Stop coming up with excuses. Don't give yourself permission to continue to live a small life. You can't fit a big dream into a small life. Give yourself permission to go for it, to test yourself, to challenge yourself, to live full. I like the saying, always strive to get on top in life because it's the bottom that's overcrowded.
If you work hard, you can't have it. It ain't nothing you can't have. You deserve it. It ain't nothing you can't have if you're willing to work for it. It ain't nothing you can't have if you're willing to persevere, if you're willing to stick in there, if you're willing to stay, if you're willing to fight. It ain't nothing you can't have.
George Bernard Shaw said the people that make it in this life, they look around for the circumstances that they want, and if they can't find them, they create them.
I bust my ass training. I swear to you, you can't find a person that worked harder than I did because I was scared. I was scared of Eddie Brown and Stanley Shakespeare, the receivers that played before me, saying I didn't carry that they gave me. They gave it to me as a champion. It was my responsibility to make it and keep it that way. And I wouldn't stand in front of them as a man, and I handed them, after they handed me something, I handed them back nothing.
I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore. I want you to get up, go to your windows, open them, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore. Things have got to change.
My search led me to the study of the spiritual forces with which all of us are blessed. And it was in this field that I came upon a clue which has enabled me to help millions of people to find their earthly destinies. I want to describe my discovery in the simplest terms possible because it will reveal to you why it is true that whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve, regardless of how many times you may have failed in the past or how lofty your aims and hopes may be.
The only thing that I see that is distinctly different about me is I'm not afraid to die on a treadmill. You might have more talent than me, you might be smarter than me, but if we get on the treadmill together, right, there's two things. You're getting off first, or I'm gonna die. It's really that simple. I want to represent an idea. I want to represent possibilities. I want to represent the idea that you really can make what you want. I just believe that. I believe that I can create whatever I want to create.
Everything starts with a vision, roadmap, Goals, destiny. How many of y'all got goals? How many of y'all got a roadmap laid down? How many of you know where you're going in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, and a step-by-step program to get there? My mom would always say to me, don't worry about what it looked like right now. You got to see yourself down the road. I know it's tough that we live in a neighborhood, but start going online and seeing what it look like down the road. So no matter what you're seeing right now, you stay focused on the prize. Now let me give you an example of what I mean. My mom dropped me off in college. The first thing I did was this. I came, tore out a sheet of paper, I sat down and I wrote. I said, what do I want to do in college? What do I want to accomplish in college? I started writing it down. All-American, all-conference, dean's list, graduated 4 years, master's degree, NFL, 4 or 5 in the 40. So I took that piece of paper, taped it on the side of my bed, and every morning I would visit my future, and every night I visit my future. Now here's the funny thing. My teammates saw that for the first time, they couldn't stop laughing. This skinny guy, and you think you're gonna accomplish all that? We know what we call that, right? Dream killers. Dream killers will come in the form of alcohol, in the form of drugs, in the form of bad attitude, in the form you think you know it all. It'll stop a dream in a heartbeat. But I didn't let that bother me. I stayed the course. And slowly but surely, here come all conference. Here come Dean's List. Here come 4 or 5 in the 40. Here come a phone call from the Philadelphia Eagles. Vision. That's the power of a vision.
This is it. This is it. I'm about to do it. Listen to me. It's real simple. Muscle memory. It means repetition. You do it over and over and over and over again. 3 things, over and over and over again. To what? Till it becomes a part of who you are. I did it so many times. I failed and got back up. I failed and got back up, right? Then I went for a couple feet, then I failed, right? That's why you're not successful. You keep stopping and start and stopping and start and stopping and start. Listen to me. I'm telling you to stop, but I'm telling you one motion. 21 days. You fall, you get right back up. Don't stop for a week. Don't stop for a month. Don't stop for a year. You fail a class, you go right back and take it again. Don't stop. Don't drop out of school. Don't quit. Don't give up. Muscle memory, what happens is if you do it over and over and over, every time you get better and better and better, and repetition deepens the impression. What happens is in your mind, those motor skills, you start implanting that thing. You do it over and over and over and over and over again. You start implanting stuff, and then boom, memory kicks in.
So what do you do when you fall down? Get back up. Everybody knows to get back up. But I tell you, there are some times in life where you fall down and you feel like you don't have the strength to get back up. You see, I will try 100 times to get up, and if I fail 100 times, if I fail and I give up, do you think that I'm ever going to get up? No. But if I fail, I try again and again and again.
You know, teenage mom got pregnant at 17, you know, and, you know, I just been failing my whole life, man. My old dude didn't come in my life until I was about 30, dropped out of high school, took 12 years to get a 4-year degree. Man, I mastered failing, you know? So I'm like so many kids, man, in trouble with the law, in trouble in school, in trouble at home, just trouble. And somebody came in my life and spoke life into me. It's like, kid, you got game, like you a leader, you got a mouthpiece, like you gonna do great things and you need to get your stuff together. And they challenged me, you know, and I accepted the challenge and I just fell forward. You know, I learned from my mistakes and I turned my mistakes into a book. I turned my mistakes into a message.
See, you've got some talents and abilities right now you have that if you don't challenge yourself to use those talents and abilities, you'll never ever discover the full effect that they can have on achieving all the things that you want to achieve. Most people go through life never using the power they have. You have enormous power to begin to create all the things that you want in your life experience that most people go through life never using. Just find one thing and just decide that you're going to work with it until it gives you the blessing that you want, and don't let up on it. Just keep right on working it and working it and working it, and knowing that whatever you do, you can better your best, that you can get better at it, that whatever you are achieving right now, it's only a tip of the iceberg of what's possible for you.
And so many people are dying with dreams. They dying with books inside of them, CDs inside of them, acting skills inside of them, athletes inside of them. Like, so much is inside of them that they never get out because they don't want it, you know. And I just know something about humans. You've seen mothers like weigh 140 pounds pick up a car when they babies are trapped under a car. Like, she 140. How she pick up the ride? But she wanted it. Like, she wanted her baby to live, and you take her the next day and you try to get her to lift the car. Man, she can't touch that ride. But the day before, that adrenaline, you know, that movement, that everything in her was able to do that because of her why. So when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, man, you could have, you could be, or you could do whatever you want to do in life.
Give it everything you got. See, put your heart in it. Most people, when they're working on dreams, they don't give it everything they have. And all you can do is enough. Well, see, most people don't do all they can do. Most people go through life holding back.
As long as there's momentum, as long as you're getting up every single day and moving towards your particular ideal, your worthy ideal, you are winning. It is success.
It's up to you. If you want to stay there, you can stay there, and you can murmur and complain and whine, and that's real. But if you want to get up from where you are, there are millions of Eric Thomases who've been where you've been, who've experienced what you've experienced, and we just made a decision that, yo, I don't want this no more. Enough is enough. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired.
I'm going to tell you something that every successful person has to do, including you. Believe it or not, every successful person in this world has jumped. I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. You are going to have to jump. You cannot just exist in this life. You have got to try to live. If you are waking up thinking that there's got to be more to your life than it is, man, believe that it is. Believe in your heart of hearts that it is. But to get to that life, you're going to have to jump. Now, I'll tell you why I call it jumping. See, God, when he created all of us, he gave every last one of us a gift at birth. He never created a soul without endowing them with a gift. You just got to quit looking at gifts as running, jumping, singing, dancing. It's more than that. It's if you know how to network, if you can connect dots, if you draw, if you teach. Some of y'all fry chicken better than anybody else, bake pie. Some of you cut hair, color hair. Some people do grass. I got a partner, man, never wanted to go out with us because we stayed out too late. Come on, man, go out with me. Now I got to get up early, Mom, cutting Miss Johnson's grass. We kept laughing at this dude, cutting grass. How much they pay you? He got a landscaping company in Cleveland worth $4 million. Because all he do is cut grass. But he was gifted at it. I got a partner on a detail shop, make $800,000 a year detailing cars. He got 6 mobile trucks running around. $800,000 a year. All he do is detail cars. That's his gift. That's what he loved to do. You've got to identify that gift. Now listen to me. When you see people in life, when you're standing on the cliff of life and you see people soaring by, when you see people soaring, going to exotic places, you hear about them doing wonderful things. Maybe you look up the street and your neighbor just gets a car every year, every 2 years. You know, how is he doing that? Have you ever thought, maybe this person right here has identified their gift and is living in their gift? Your gift will make room for you. Your gift, not your education. You go get an education, that's nice. But if you don't use your gift, that education only gonna take you so far. I know a lot of people got degrees, man, they ain't even using. It's your gift. But the only way for you to soar is you got to jump. You got to take that gift that's packed away on your back. You got to jump off that cliff and pull that cord. That gift opens up and provides the soil. If you don't ever use it, you're going to just go to work. And if you're getting up going to work on a job every day that you hate going to, that ain't living, man. You just existed. At one point in time, you ought to see what living's like. But the only way to see what living like, you got to jump. And here's the problem. Let me just be real with you. When you first jump, let me tell you something. Your parachute will not open right away. I'm sorry. I wish I could tell you it did, but it don't. When you jump, it's not going to open right away. You're going to hit them rocks. You're going to get some skin tore off on them cliffs. You're going to get all your clothes tore off. You're going to get some cuts on you. You're going to be bleeding pretty bad. But eventually, the parachute has to open. You got to jump, though. Now, here's another thing. You can play it safe and deal without the cuts and the tears. And you can stand on that cliff of life forever safe. But if you don't jump, I got another promise I can make you. Your parachute will never open. You'll never know. You'll never know what God really has for you. If I were you, I would jump. Because that's the only way to get to that abundant life. You got to jump, man. You got to take a chance. Now, when I get through talking, there are those of you who discuss this in the car. Well, I got bills, and I got bills. Whether you stay on the cliff or you jump, you're going to have bills. Well, if I quit my job, I'm going to ruin my credit. If you got a job, you live in check to check. Even if you got A1 credit, you can't buy nothing else no damn way. Do yourself a favor, man. Before you leave this world, before you die, jump. Just jump one time.
I spent the first 25 years of my life like a spectator, watching other people get successful and then wondering why I wasn't. Success is your duty. It is your obligation and your responsibility.
I love living. I think that's infectious. It's something that you can't fake.
When you had that third failure in a row, did you think, I need to pack this in?
Never.
Why not?
I don't ever give up. I mean, I'd have to be dead or completely incapacitated.
There's nothing more pitiful to my mind than the person who wastes his life running from one thing to another, forever looking for the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and never staying with one thing long enough to find it. No matter what your goal may be, perhaps the road to it can be found in the very thing in which you're now engaged.
Life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. Now, fear is going to be a player in your life, but you get to decide how much. You can spend your whole life imagining ghosts, worrying about the pathway to the future, but all there will ever be is what's happening here, and the decisions we make in this moment, which are based in either love or fear. So many of us choose our path out of fear disguised as practicality. What we really want seems impossibly out of reach and ridiculous to expect, so we never dare to ask the universe for it. My father could have been a great comedian, but he didn't believe that that was possible for him. And so he made a conservative choice. Instead, he got a safe job as an accountant, and when I was 12 years old, he was let go from that safe job, and our family had to do whatever we could to survive. I learned many great lessons from my father, not the least of which was that you can fail at what you don't want, so you might as well take a chance on doing what you love. How will you serve the world? What do they need that your talent can provide? That's all you have to figure out. The effect you have on others is the most valuable currency there is. Because everything you gain in life will rot and fall apart, and all that will be left of you is what was in your heart. Why not take a chance on faith as well? Not religion, but faith. Not hope, but faith. I don't believe in hope. Hope is a beggar. Hope walks through the fire, and faith leaps over it.
hope you are inspired to know that if I can dream big, then so can you. There are no walls. Find your peace, and you'll make your walls doors.
I do not believe that any of us have dreams that were not given to us for the purpose of accomplishing those particular dreams.
If you feel you have something to give, if you feel that your particular talent is worth developing, is worth caring for, then there's nothing you can't achieve.
So I applaud you for your dreaming, for your running toward your dream. I applaud you for believing in yourself, because that's what life is about. Stretching and challenging, looking for ways that you can begin to improve yourself. Not only is it possible for you to have your dream, but it's necessary. It's necessary that you go for what is yours in the universe. Logical, practical thinking says you can't do it today. But if you want to produce unreasonable results in your life, like living your dream and taking charge of your destiny, you've got to be an unreasonable person.
When you grow up, you tend to get told that the world is the way it is. Your life is just to live your life inside the world, try not to bash into the walls too much. That's a very limited life. Life can be much broader once you discover one simple fact. Everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you. Once you learn that, you'll never be the same again.
If it's hard, why do people do it? Why do they do it? People who climb mountains. Why would a Nelson Mandela give up 26 years of his life? Why do people do that? Even though it's hard, it's worth it. It's worth it. The people who go after their stuff, what makes it worth it? It's got to be your passion. You got to love it. It's got to be what you are supposed to do. You do what it is you're supposed to. You're supposed to build something. You're supposed to create something. I don't know how to do it. Learn. Let me share something with you. History is being read, but it's also being written by people with imagination.